Hi there, sign of Cancer. This is Kim with your next 48-hour reading. Hope you're doing really good. Gonna pull from the same deck I've used last couple of readings because these have turned out pretty good. And I've had this deck for such a long time. It's called Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. But I've never used it as the staple, like the main thing that we clarify from. And it's proving kind of interesting. So as always, I like to be as clear a channel as I can be. Try to be for you, for your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self. So come on in to the reading. Give us messages so that they resonate, so that they're pure and ring true with you. James Young, I love you to infinity. I don't know if the song's just called Infinity. I love you to infinity. That was the song that I was listening to right before your reading here, Cancer. So kind of lovey-dovey. It's not a lovey-dovey reading, but it could be. We don't really know yet. And we start with this. This is like, okay, so it's 62. It's limiting beliefs. It says this. Okay, sorry, I didn't know what that was. So, 8 of Swords, like energy, which I'm getting off of this card, is when you feel stuck or restricted or tied down. But what binds you to whatever situation, person, place, or thing that you're talking about, it's invisible. It's something that's just there because you say it's there, or because somebody else said it was there, not because it's really what's there. And so therefore it limits you, and it can limit you for real. It can really stop up a life, like from doing anything. So a belief that you have to do something a certain way, or that you are supposed to conform in a certain way or manner is a belief. Sometimes those are limiting beliefs. You have to decide whether or not your belief sounds expansive to you. Is it authentic? Is it true to you? If it's not, then it's a limiting belief. 17, nourishment. This is about taking a look at what you're eating, what you're putting into your body. You're resting, you're doing something when your body tells you it's stressing, doing something before something has to break down on you. It says you're being asked to take time out for self-care. So that's also the ways that we nourish ourselves, and that can be from the type of literature that you read, to the movies that you watch, to music that you listen to, what feeds your soul. And if really great things feed your soul, but you're, actually literally feeding yourself McDonald's every day, all day long, it's not going to be in line with the vibration that you're wanting. So nourishment. Be the best channel that you can be for whatever work you do by making sure that you try to be as healthy. I'm not strict on that, but I do make sure I eat like a lot of fruit. A lot of fruit. 73, energy healer. Your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now. That's why they're wanting you to. Also, that's another 8. By the way, 17. Nourishment. So they're wanting you not only to take a look at what you're eating and what your diet is, but they're also saying, would love for you to teach others how to heal themselves, but you have to heal yourself first. If that doesn't resonate with you and you're already in this spot, then wonderful. Then yes, you're being asked to heal others. And that is a 10, 73, and this is a 10. So you got 10, 10 in your reading. 10, 10, 8, 8 are the cards that you got. That is so cool. We're going to stick with that, I think. 28, drawing boundaries. It's kind of reminding me like the 9 of Wands. You're learning the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. 28, boundaries. I love you to infinity. Okay. And for sure, this is probably a lot to do with what we listen to. What do you feed your eyes? What do you watch? What nourishment? I think it's something like that. It's awfully dramatic. What do you feed your eyes? Okay. Angels, spirit guides, give us some messages, please. We have lots of topics we can cover here. We'll start with the limiting beliefs and just go from here up. So starting at the end. Like something's reversed. Limiting belief. What is the limiting belief about? This situation calls for a reprogramming to your belief system. Like, what were you conditioned to believe was traditional? Because you're breaking out of traditional and going with non-traditional. This is actually even coming in as doing something completely new. Let go of any kind of strict censoring of yourself. And release it. This Hierophant in the reverse is saying not too many people are following a way that's outdated. Or not many people are wanting to follow something that doesn't really even fit. It's not nourishment. If it's not nourishment for your ears, then it's a limiting belief. And it's just, from that point on, I guess that's up to you of what you want to do with it. You can let it keep you stuck, but it's just know that that's not really stuck in that sense, if that's what we're talking about. Now, we could be, also this could be about some kind of commitment. Coming out of a commitment. Legal paperwork, maybe doing something like redoing, I don't know, an agreement, like retyping up an agreement or different terms, different conditions, especially when I look at boundaries. That was coming up. You have another 8, so now you have 888. Strength, courage, and confidence. This is a card that I always associate with having really good self-esteem. Both, you know, this could be a Leo or Taurus as far as energies, but it's really just the attributes of them. Except this Hierophant is not as grounded in tradition. I don't want to say that they're not grounded, because they might be. Just maybe not in some kind of tradition. What's nourishment? 17, nourishment. You're being asked to take time out for self-care. There's a wish granted. I'm going to take it. Okay, I'm going to take it, but I'm going to give you the warning that I would if this were a challenge card. Okay, so it could be both. It could be either way. I think it's a card that's saying, careful what you wish for. Because in the way that the universe can help you get all the healthy things that you need for yourself, it can also bring you whatever you ask it to bring you. And you get everything that you want. Eventually, you get everything. So you got to really be careful that you know, that everything that, what was that song? It says, everything that kills me makes me feel alive. That's what the Nine of Cups in reverse is. I've chose the thing that doesn't do me any good. And sometimes that could represent a disappointment in somebody. But I think mainly it's just coming out here to say, be careful what you indulge and put inside your body with that nourishment and the cups. Wish granted. Having it all. Satiated. Queen of Pentacles. I think that this is almost more in the reverse. So I'm going to read it as a need to conserve on resources just because of the time, because of right now. Might be talking about rationing portions or watching your portions. Sometimes this Queen of Pentacles energy can be like somebody trying to interfere with your domestic stuff that you've got going around. It's somebody that would cause dysfunction within a family. And look at your nines. 9-9. That's letting go of the past, guys. Whoa. If somebody did cheat or something, there's this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here in the middle. There's a wish granted around the situation, and you have this hugely financially significant, independent, self-reliant card, 9 of Pentacles. Efforts paid off, and won't have to do much of anything here at this point when you get to these points. It's really nice. Good reading. 9 of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, and Taurus. Tell us about the energy healer here. It's good. And that is part of this boundaries too. The 9 of Pentacles, the 9s in the general. There is some kind of like shielding of oneself, protecting oneself. There's a Page of Swords. This may be kind of like something that it may come in as a really difficult conversation or new information. Really difficult new information. It doesn't have to be difficult. I'm just saying if it has to do with this, it might be. And because they have the 9 of Swords on the bottom, which has more to do with how you're thinking about the situation. It could be a child, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There's something about listening to yourself or needing to listen to yourself more with the High Priestess in reverse. And draw your boundaries because the High Priestess energy is feeling kind of vulnerable. I have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine on each end. Both in the reverse. Things are changing, shifting, I think, is what it's saying. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is good. So that means you're coming out of a time where either we felt like an outsider or being in like a financial pinch or a worry or some kind of limiting belief that made you feel like you could go without or that you wouldn't have enough. Okay, so more ways than one to approach this situation. But so we don't feel that vulnerable, we have to start trusting yourself more to not feel as vulnerable and to set your boundaries so that people don't get into your bubble space where by the time, you know, someone's in your bubble, it's like almost too late. It's like, okay, now you've already messed with my bubble, so I feel vulnerable now. That's kind of what I'm getting from that High Priestess energy, that somebody has invaded your space or your bubble. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny for it to happen, but the way that it's worded is funny. All right. High Priestess in the reverse. Tell me more about the High Priestess in reverse. And that is number 17, the star energy, but it says silence here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so there are more things that you could do in meditation to help protect you and to help set up your boundaries. I think that's what it's really talking about here, is about how we can go inside, meditate, and from this point, yes, things get made clear. We're a star here. This card is about, well, it says silence on here, but you can't deny that the hope generated by the star is like an amazing energy. Anything's possible. It's infinite. Aquarius energy could be here. Pisces energy could be here. There are intuitive hits other than just protection bubbles or boundaries to be put up by you. There's other answers. You may get like intuitive hits. You know what I mean? You may get the information that you need for the busy part of your life in the meditation, and know how to use it when that time comes. You'll know how to use it when that time comes. Okay, the Page of Swords energy is, and it's either dealing with some new information. It could have been a difficult conversation. It could be a child, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There's something that is still not complete. This information might be what changes it. If it feels like something hasn't come to a completion, then yes, it is about getting more information. You haven't tried tapping inside enough, like fishing around for information enough inside ourselves. And again, it could be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. With that, that's the World card, by the way, in reverse. So tell me more about the information. The source. It's not coming from the source. Oh my lordy, how more perfect is that? Okay, so that's the King of Wands energy in the reverse, and so that could be a Leo energy, but you do need new information. You need to talk to the source of the information, is what it's saying. That something is not from the source, therefore it's not the complete truth. All right. And the Nine of Pentacles, which is a financial windfall here. We have the Three of Pentacles, asking that either with this, it's either the child, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Aquarius, or this Capricorn energy here is being asked to provide guidance, counsel. Either you are or someone is for you. But your angels, your spirit team is, this card, it always tricks me. It looks like the Empress card when it comes out, but it is the Three of Pentacles. So it's about people working together, being able to work together. Good. That has a lot to do with the final puzzle piece to this completion. It feels like that would be a lesson in itself, doesn't it? Getting people to work for some kind of greater good. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. And this could be about more education, too. Ace of Swords in the reverse. And I have the Page of Swords here. And the Sun, the Innocence card. New information. Not getting the whole truth from either this person that plays the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, or like I said, that person's trying to start stuff. It's not from the source. Don't trust what this person's saying. Jeez. Ace of Swords energy. The Ten of Cups in the reverse is something's missing card. It's my something's missing card. Maybe that's what the wish granted is bringing in. Letting go is the challenge. So letting go or emotionally detaching from some kind of situation or commitment might be what would be good for you, or somebody is going to try to come back. That energy too with the if the Eight of Cups is like this, it may be regarding a wish or something like that. It may be wanting to split up, it may be wanting to let go, like completely saying, look, I've already emotionally detached from this, so this is just moving on at this point, right? And that's what I got for you. Tune in. Again, another message to tune in. Go inside. Yeah, it's another message for that. So that's what I got for you, Cancers. Sending you love and light. Bye, guys.